Oh, hello. You know, political parties have been in existence ever since the Whigs and the Tories hundreds of years ago, and probably even before that. And in 2 weeks the polls will open, and we will go to elect the next President of the United States. Really, that is not what this video is about at all. This video is going to be about community groups and the future of young adult ministries here at Covenant Chapel. But really, I needed an interesting way, an interesting look to get you interested enough to watch this video, because I know that you don't like to read emails or even watch videos sometimes. And I figured maybe a wig on my head would encourage you to actually watch this video. So, now that we're past that, let me talk to you a little bit about the future of young adult ministries and community groups here at Covenant Chapel. We're going to be making several changes, and really we're doing this, and understand this above everything else, we're doing this because we really want people to fall more in love with Jesus and to grow spiritually. That is why we're making changes church-wide with community groups. We want people to have an opportunity to be in a small group of people committed to seeking God's will for their lives, committed to reading the Bible and learning how to apply it to their life, to praying together, to having accountability with one another. We want that to happen. We don't feel like a Sunday morning sermon and service is enough to really help facilitate spiritual growth. And so we really want people in all walks of life, all stages of life, to be in community groups in our church. And so with that, we're going to make some changes to our young adult ministry going forward. The biggest change is that we will no longer be meeting regularly on Sunday nights starting in December. We will instead encourage everyone to get involved in one of these community groups that will meet regularly. And so instead of that time that you've set aside to maybe meet on Sunday nights, meet with your community group. Several new groups will be starting. There's several groups that already exist that we'll get some people connected to. But over the next couple weeks, I'll be talking to all of you individually, and please call me as well to get this started, to get you involved in a group that's a good fit for you, and to get those groups starting to meet on a regular basis. So that is the way we are going with our young adult and college ministry. That doesn't mean we won't do anything altogether anymore. We will still continue to do our second Sunday potlucks. Second Sunday of every month we'll meet at Covenant Chapel at 7 and have dinner together, and we will actually start providing childcare for those nights, so that if you are a young adult who has young kids or has kids, we will you can still participate in those and your kids can be taken care of. And I don't think we have any college students who have kids at this point, but if they did, that would be the same for them. We'll have childcare available those nights. We'll also do quarterly events. Once every few months we'll get together in a big group and we'll go have a retreat, we'll go do something fun together. We'll still make sure we have those times set aside for all of us to just kind of hang out and get to know each other better and get to know new people, things like that. We'll also encourage everybody to be involved in regular service and outreach opportunities. Some of those will happen within your community groups, and some of those will happen in all together in several community groups working together to do bigger projects. But how this is going to work is community groups will be made up of between 6 and 12 people. They'll be led by people from our church, and the goal with these groups is to really provide this place where you have a chance to grow spiritually with other people and help them grow spiritually and you grow spiritually, and together you are moving toward glorifying God more and more with your life. We want you to be open and to the idea of inviting new people to those groups, not feeling like you just have to invite them to church on Sunday morning, but invite them to your group. Even invite people who don't know Christ to those groups and let them really see what it's like for a group of believers to live life together. So that will be what's starting pretty soon. If you have questions, please do contact me. You might be thinking, if I don't go to Covenant Chapel, what does this mean for me? And what it means is, well, we'd love for you to be involved in one of these groups as well. Some of you guys are deciding between churches, and we would encourage you to continue seeking God's will on that. This will for sure require a little bit more commitment to be going to these groups regularly, not just for your benefit, but also for the benefit of the other people in your group. So we would encourage you to do that. If you have just been coming to some stuff here at our church, we would for sure love to have you continue to do that. But if you're maybe participating in many different ministries activities right now, like if you do a Bible study every night of the week from a different church or a different organization, I would actually discourage you from doing that. I would really encourage you to seek God's will for where He'd have you be, and that you would spend your time really involved in that one place. not splitting your time. We know that you have limited free time, so what free time you do have, use it well. Get really involved in one place so you can help other people and not just be at different places doing good things, but really not getting much depth in any of those places if you're trying to spread yourself too thin. So that's a little bit about where we're going with community groups. I'll be talking with all of you in the near future to get you connected to a group that's a good fit, but please do call me if you have any questions, and do remember to vote. That is in 2 weeks, so do remember to vote in 2 weeks as well. Hope you guys are doing good, and we will talk to you soon.